Oh my gosh, it's finally happening. Miraculous. Are we still breathing? We're still breathing, right? No? I think I'm feeling lightheaded. Anyone else? The end is near. Excuse me, Gloob, but what do you mean by the end is near? Why is Gabriel targeting Marinette? Leave my girl alone. Most importantly, Tikki. Wait a minute, is that a human version of Tikki? This episode feels like it's been pulled right out from a fanfiction. It's insane. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's the one and only your girl, the cartoon hotspot, and I'm back with a theory video because Mundo Gloob recently dropped a new trailer from the upcoming episode, Dearest Family. And let me tell you, it's intense. The fact that I started shaking like I've been waiting for an episode that will have me at the edge of my seat, similar to Gang of Secrets, but much more action-packed. And guys, this is the best part. This isn't even episode 22. This is episode 21. Dearest Family is episode 21, and from what I've gathered from the trailer, it's huge. So imagine how much intensifying the rest of the season will be. Are you ready? Good, because neither am I, but we're in for a ride, so who's complaining? In this video, I'll be discussing my predictions on this episode based on that 50-second trailer. So if you want to hear my thoughts and theories, then don't go anywhere without giving this video a thumbs up. And if you're new to my channel, hopefully you'll be sticking around by subscribing and turning on that bell button for post notifications. Without further ado, let's begin. So the trailer begins with Hawkmoth in his lair, creating an Akuma, and then he detransforms and reveals a black and red charm in his palms. Now the trailer is a bit ambiguous in this case because we don't know if he created that charm or stole it. But if he did steal it, this could mean huge implications. The Akuma then destroys the charm, as in completely disintegrates it into nothingness. Okay, so let's say he stole it. On what circumstances would he have stolen it on? Somehow, Gabriel discovers that Ladybug can make magical charms, right? And sadly, this is the problem with airing episodes out of order, because I have a strong feeling this episode directly follows on from episode 20 titled Killing, which I'll elaborate on later. My point is, if Gabriel has actually found out that Ladybug can make magical charms, it means Ladybug is rendered useless and her efforts are futile. Because remember guys, at the end of season 3, Natalie managed to swipe the deciphered version of the grimoire, meaning Marinette is at a disadvantage because Gabriel now has the translated version of the spellbook, making it easier for him to have the upper hand against Ladybug and Cat Noir. So he breaks the charm, as the trailer points out, and then it cuts to the bakery where we see Gina, Roland, Sabine and Tom. They open the oven and then there's this aroma which catches Tikki's attention. So Gabriel basically created something that would give off a nice smell or whatever through some magically contaminated food which Tikki couldn't resist. What's interesting is the extent Hawkmoth's powers can go. I'm guessing Marinette's family ate the pastries or whatever they were baking and then it messed with their heads, caused them to feel some sort of negative emotion, allowing Hawkmoth to send out Akumas and evilize them. Similar to Heroes Day when he used Dark Cupid to artificially create negative emotions, and even Haxon when he corrupted Markov the robot. Now the question we're all asking, why Marinette's family? Why her? This dude has been targeting Marinette since season 3, like, leave my girl alone! She has enough to deal with already as it is. Again, I just know for a fact we've missed something very crucial in episode 20, because for the first time we see Sabine's akumatized form, and it was confirmed her villain name isn't Verity Queen. Now look very carefully. What does she look like? Killing. The resemblance is striking, and might I add, I'm loving Sabine's look. This is probably one of the most detailed and intricate design because it looks so breathtaking. Anyways, I have reason to believe that Sabine gets akumatized in the previous episode, and maybe something happened that led to Gabriel suspecting Marinette. Gabriel knows Marinette getting akumatized would be extremely powerful, his biggest masterpiece yet. What if he tries to draw her out in a way that causes her to feel distraught or stressed or any negative emotions that show the extent of how raw her emotions are? I also want to add on to my previous point on Gabriel discovering Ladybug's magical charm, or rather how to manipulate its powers, because Roland literally just received a charm in the episode Simple Man, yet he gets re-akumatized. This means Ladybug's powers have limits that she herself is probably not aware of. I want to bring back this tweet Thomas posted when explaining how Ladybug's magical charm works. He said magical charms are created from the residue of an akumatization. But what does he mean by residue? Well, maybe when Ladybug purifies an akuma, and remember, each person has their own specific akuma that's custom for them. When Ladybug purifies an akuma, there is some sort of magical energy or magical activity left within her yo-yo. And this is probably what Thomas meant by akuma residue, so she can only create a charm after someone has been deakumatized, ex nihilo. Because when Ladybug combines her creative power with the akuma residue, it forms a protective charm. That's her limit, but I'll talk about this in much more depth in a little while. Let's go back to Roland though. Isn't it weird how he was reakumatized into Bakerix and not Simpleman? Gabriel perhaps found a loophole regarding how Ladybug's magical charms work. Each person has a specific akuma or multiple akumas, or at least that's the basis of my assumption. In other words, an akuma for, I don't know, Queen Banana would not work on someone like Max or Kim or anybody else that isn't Chloe. Actually, on the topic of Queen Banana, what if Gabriel had decided to reakumatize Chloe into Queen Wasp using Queen Banana's akuma? Would it have worked? Probably not, meaning Ladybug's charm only works for that specific akuma. So in regards to the future we saw in Time Tagger when Bunnix mentions Monsieur Rat, maybe that wasn't retconned and it isn't a plot hole. What if the akuma can target Mr. Ramier and akumatize him into Monsieur Rat because the protective charm he was given only prevents him from becoming Mr. Pigeon, not Monsieur Rat? So the charm Ladybug gives Roland only prevents him from becoming Simpleman again. The charm isn't designed to prevent him from becoming Bakerix. Because remember, the only limits Ladybug has are the ones she imposes on herself. As far as we're concerned, Ladybug does not realize the full potential her power can reach, but Hawkmoth does. That's the crucial part. Hawkmoth knows the powers of the miraculous goes beyond what's been written in the grimoire. The miraculous do not have limits, they are limitless. Which is why I'm kinda annoyed Soo-Han just appeared and then dipped. Like, I thought he'd be there to keep an eye on Marinette, and it would have been a great opportunity to train her rather than leaving her on her own to figure things out. It's ridiculous. My main problem is that Hawkmoth isn't holding back, and Ladybug and Cat Noir are playing defense. Hawkmoth is the one to keep making the big moves, which puts them at a disadvantage, because the more he keeps attacking, the easier he can analyze Ladybug and Cat Noir's weaknesses and capitalize on them. If Soo-Han trained both Ladybug and Cat Noir, they'd be able to strike first and catch Hawkmoth off guard, because they're usually the ones to sit on the fence waiting for Hawkmoth to cause chaos. Then the trailer cuts to the akumatized villain storming into Marinette's room where she's transformed. I'm guessing she quickly escapes before they could spot her, and then Cat Noir shows up. After a couple of sparring, Marinette detransforms and then Tikki goes absolutely crazy. Oh my goodness me. I'm terrified. But then pause. What is that? Is that a human version of Tikki or some ethereal supernatural being? Even Hawkmoth looks shook. He's really thinking, oh my gosh, what the heck have I done? This wasn't supposed to happen. The whole of Paris is in turmoil as the sky goes completely dark. Montparnasse's tower can never catch a break because it's always getting destroyed. Like when Plagg uses Cataclysm in Style Queen, it got destroyed. I honestly love this little detail because when Tikki uses her power of creation, the tower also gets destroyed, highlighting that they're just as dangerous as each other. Yin and Yang, if you please. But let's talk about why Tikki goes crazy. I think when Gabriel destroys the charm Ladybug created, it kind of destroyed the link between Ladybug and Tikki. And because Hawkmoth is evil, it corrupted Tikki into using her powers of creation for the wrong reasons. So like Tikki and Ladybug were connected when Ladybug first discovered how to create charms. Ladybug's powers are Tikki's powers in essence. So when Hawkmoth destroyed that charm using his dark powers, it broke the link Tikki had with her powers. It took away the control she has over her powers of creation. I don't know if I'm making sense here, but that's the best I can explain. Again, this is just a theory. Anyways, there's this weird float thingy in the outer atmosphere. Out of space, basically. So I'm guessing this is where Astro Cat comes to play. Maybe this is the episode where Cat Noir finally shines and saves the day, since Ladybug is out of commission, let's say. I'm just trying to picture how Cat Noir will react when Ladybug goes missing and he's left to defend Paris and all hope is on him. It'll be cool to see. Or maybe Ladybug might just use another miraculous and save the day, who knows. Also, isn't it funny how Roland was akumatized in episode 19, then Sabine in episode 20, and Hawkmoth just goes, you know what, I'll just get the whole family, the more the merrier. Ugh, he's definitely up to something and I'm worried for Marinette's safety, but at the same time, I'm here for it. Raise the stakes. So that was my thoughts on this trailer. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Dearest Family will be airing on October 19th on Mundo Gloob, but if you want to wait for the English premiere on Disney Channel USA, then it will premiere on October 23rd. As always, I'll keep you posted on what's airing first because it can be difficult to keep up, especially with the amount of content we're getting this month and the next month. But now I want to put it to you guys. What are your thoughts? What are your theories? Feel like I've left something out? Let me know down in the comments below. And if you're new to my channel, please feel free to subscribe and give this video a like. As for today, that's it from me and I'll see you again next time.